All right, so let's jump right into this thing. So this lesson is for anybody who's ever struggled with like transitioning from finger tone to thump or slap bass, or vice versa. Transitioning if you're playing majority thump bass or slap bass in a song, and then you want to kind of go to finger tone, but you don't want to lose the groove. This is the video that's going to help you work through that. Now, just for context of this video, I had a student of mine not too long ago who was struggling with this very thing. And this is an exercise that I shared with him. And I thought, you know what? I don't necessarily struggle anymore with this particular area, but him bringing it up reminded me of when I was trying to work through it. Ultimately, it came down to me and getting the reps in, the repetition of it. But I'm going to give you an exercise that's going to help you dial in and figure it out. All right. So the exercise is, to me, super simple. So it's more like that's the whole exercise. So it don't have to be a boring practice time. You know, you got a little funk groove that you can put in a context. And I'm going to show you this groove. Hopefully this video is really short. I'm going to show you this groove and how to put it together. And what we do, we use a metronome with it. So again, that's... And so we can, as you're seeing now, I'm already alternating. But the groove, we're playing in the key of E, or E minor. Bass player's favorite thump key, right? And so what I'm doing is I'm going hammer down first, pluck, pluck, and then I'm going, so I'm going that flat 7 to that 5 to the minor third. And then back to the groove. So octave E to that flat 7, and then I go up here, walk from that 2 chromatic up to that 3, like we're making that dominant chord. So in context, slow. All right, so some things I want to point out in here, some things we're listening for is like how I'm doing certain things. And these are the things you want to be mindful of. Like what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my metronome as a metronome exercise that I've often showed my students that I do, that helps me to build speed, build clarity, all these different things, because it's forcing me to work on it and keep it moving. Because oftentimes in practice, when we mess up, we start back over and we try to do it over again instead of continuing to go, because in the real world or in a real song, you don't get to stop, right? So this is an exercise I'm going to show you. But some of the things we're listening for, so I'm going, like, if I can, I'm going to put those ghost notes in between. So we're getting a good hammer through it. You can hear that. So notice when I did that, I'm bending that minor third. Just to add a little more sauce to it. And that right there, I'm sliding. Just again, a little bit more sauce. And I like that all these little things are happening while I'm playing, because it's giving me the sense to be aware. And a lot of this, what I'm showing you today, is awareness of what you're doing. So like, I notice every now and again the B string will want to ring. My kind of workaround that I've subconsciously done over the years is I kind of let my thumb somewhat hover over that B string. You know, if you notice, my thumb kind of gets right there. And so it's kind of like they're floating over it. So you want to kind of be aware of what strings are ringing. So all of these little details you're working out, because there's a lot of stuff that can happen in thump. Obviously, sometimes the faster we get, that those things are not as noticeable. But when we're moving really slow like this, you can really hear all of the detail and what's going on. So let's go ahead and put this metronome to work. So I'm going to take it at 80 BPM. So if you have a metronome, just set it at 80 BPM just to start this off. And the biggest thing you want to be working on, if I can speak, is repetition, making sure that you're getting the reps in doing this. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to take it up 10 clicks each time, or whatever feels the most comfortable to you. All right, so here it is at 80 BPM. And so what I want to do with that is I want to be paying attention to everything that I'm doing in there every single time around. So I would say maybe 4 full times around. That's what I did it there, just like the structure of a song. 4 full times around. And once you get to the point where it starts feeling like if you need to stay there on 80 for a while to get comfortable with it, that's good. But once it starts feeling kind of comfortable, you need to move it up. And I'm going to show you later why you need to do that. So this is 90 BPM, same thing. Right? So we're going to move it up again. For the sake of time, I'm going to move it on up to 110. All right, so there are some things that I'm noticing as I'm playing, just because we're human. We have the tendency to make mistakes. Do not stop and I got to start over. Keep going. Make a mental note of what that is you did, what it is you missed, and correct it. So we're listening because you got 4 times around doing it. It's like, okay, I need to tighten it up. Okay, I hear some strings ringing. Okay, these things you're making mental notes of. And each time, because the faster you get, you're having to work out these problems in real time. Now I'm going to take it up. Probably I'll stop at 120, but I'm going to make my point here in a second. So let's go 120. All right, I want to go up one more, 130, because I'm trying to get to something. There we go. All right, so that's what I was trying to get to. Getting to some points where it's starting to get a little dirty. So we can do that exercise and take it up. I think when I was talking to a student years before, I've done that and got up to like 160, and it's just sounding ridiculous. I can play it, but at this point, who's gonna groove that fast? We're not playing nothing that fast. Way up here, we're not like, there are songs that do that, but sometimes at some point it can get ridiculous, right? But the point I'm making here, just so we can wrap this up, the point I'm making here, we keep pushing it up 10 clicks. So once we get up to that let's say the 110 mark, say for you get up to the 110 mark and things start feeling a little dirty. So let's back it back down. Now 20 clicks. So we go back down to 90 BPM. So for me, I was at 130. So I'm gonna back it back down to 110. And see, now it should feel more comfortable at 110 because I've been able to do it at 130. It wasn't as clean as I liked it to be, but I was able to do it. And so now if I put it back at 110, it should feel a lot slower to me. And so all of those things that I'm doing is I'm paying attention to the detail of what I'm playing, making my corrections each time, being aware of what I'm hearing. So that metronome, with that particular exercise, just your metronome and your bass, it gives you an opportunity to really hear your bass, hear what you got going on. I would even suggest having, like, if you don't have your amp, like if it's not really clear, crystal clear, having something like some headphones on so you can hear all of that little extra stuff that's happening. Like I hear certain strings buzzing, and each time I'm making my correction on, like, let me clean that up a little bit, let me work on this, let me work on that. And so the idea of this, because you're focusing in on these things, notice as you're doing this exercise, you're not even thinking about this over here anymore. Once you get this up onto your hands, you're not even thinking about what I mean by this. You're not even thinking about the thumb and the finger. Like, you're just doing it. It's like, okay, I'm focusing on cleaning. So the idea, you're almost subconsciously tricking your mind to focus on the thing that is really important, like the clarity of what it is you're playing, cleaning up the mistakes in these things. So this becomes like a secondary focus, and it's almost like riding a bike. Once you get it up onto your hands, you're not thinking about that anymore. So that's where I want you to get with this particular exercise. So again, this video is not long. I wanted to get to the point fairly quickly so that you guys could knock it out the park, understanding exactly what to do and how to put this to practice so that you can begin making that transition in your playing, being comfortable. You can do it without thinking about it. So that's the main point of this video that I wanted to share with you guys today. Last but not least, before I leave here, you're watching this video. It is now October, and I want to make mention that I'm doing this. If you guys have been around me for a while or a little while, you know every now and again I start feeling generous, and I want to give, to the community that supports me. God has blessed me in my career. He's blessed me in my journey. And he's blessed me outside of music, but nonetheless I have created tools, I have created resources to be a blessing to others. Now all of these resources ain't free. There are things here on YouTube that I try to serve to you, the bass community, to help you. But if you are still needing additional help outside of YouTube, a little bit more in-depth lessons, I have so many more things that I go deeper into on the website. And ultimately, to not drag it out to tell you every course and stuff I got on the website, I have created these things to save you time. Because if you're like me and you're running a family, maybe you're running a business, maybe you're running a couple of businesses, maybe you're working a 9 to 5, maybe you're doing multiple things, you care about playing, but you don't have the time that you had when you were in your teens to just sit there all day on the bass. So I wanted to create some tools, create some resources that help to save you time, but also give you the foundational elements and give you the things you need to make your playing go from where you are to the next level of where you want to be. So I have two things that I have available on my website right now. Well, multiple things, but in terms of that, I'm doing a crazy sale on more than half off of these products. One of them is the ultimate bass bundle, and the other one is the gospel bass bundle. All gospel bass bundle. I couldn't think of the name of it. The all gospel bass bundle, and that's available on my website literally right now. So in the all gospel bass bundle, what that includes is almost every gospel bass course that I've recorded that's available on JermaineMorgan.net. I bundled them all together. Now, normally they sell for like, I think some $79, some like $97 dollars a piece, and they're like, I don't even know how many of them. There's a lot of material in there. But anyway, it's to save you time. It's to give you your freedom back, but giving you these things that you should know and giving you the context of how to play these things, put them in context. And I've made them available right now. The bundle normally sells for $8.97. Right now, it's on sale for $3.97. I don't know how long we're going to keep this up, but if you're watching this video, it's available now. I will put a link in the description of this video. you will see the all gospel bundle that's on sale right now. And then you will also see the ultimate bass bundle that includes basically all of my bass courses on my website, as well as over 200 videos in the monthly membership lessons, various lessons you can go through and just find what you need. And I don't have time to go through all of that stuff because this video will be too long, but I have that available. That's almost a $4,000 product that's on my site, and I have it available right now for $897. Now, here's the dope thing about this, what I'm saying, because I know some of y'all, man, that's a lot of money. Relatively, how much is it going to cost you not to know or not to get what you need right now? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I have this available, and we do accept Google Pay, Afterpay, Venmo, PayPal. You can, however you do it. So we do. You don't have to drop a lump sum on these things right away. If there's something that you're interested in and you're concerned about, I don't have all of that right now. Well, we have options for you. So I invite you to check it out. Again, there's a link below to these things that you can take advantage of. If this is later when you're watching this video, all of that might be over with. So I advise you to take advantage of it now, because the prices will, as they always do, the prices will go back up on these particular courses. And again, I ain't begging nobody for nothing. The Lord has blessed me in my life, in my business. But again, I do want to make these things available. There are things that I've worked hard to create, and I know it's a benefit to you. It will be a benefit to you, as been to so many others who have partaken of these things that I've made available many, many times before. So if you want more of this in-depth teaching and you enjoy my style of teaching, do yourself a favor and go grab you something. If not, just go grab you one course, whatever works for you. But it helps me in regards to continuing to put this information out for the bass community. These things help to fund what I do in the bass world. Now, I got things that are fun and other things, but as far as continuing to put out content to help you guys, I don't have a Patreon for this YouTube channel or anything like that. So I don't ask you guys for anything on this YouTube channel. But if you want to support what I'm doing, but not only support what I'm doing here, but support yourself in your own career, I invite you to check some of this stuff out. But anyway, that's it for this video. Thank y'all for rocking with me, and I appreciate all of the good feedback that we've been getting from these lessons. We're going to keep it rocking. Y'all have a great day. I got things to do. I'm out. Much love. Peace.